Well, alright, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Dad Shop. As promised, we're starting on that door. Right here, I'm cutting the caulking off the inside and outside of this molding so we can pop that off with a flat bar and get them hinges out and get things rolling. Now right here I popped them hinges out, had a little trouble with the bottom one, but she came on out of yonder. And here I'm taking the screws out of the hinges so that nothing's holding this door in except a couple screws here, there, and yonder. And here's where the old flat bar comes in handy. Had to hammer that into the sides, and this will make your life a lot easier if you got a flat bar. Trying to get that hammer in them tight spaces never seems to work out too well, especially big old framing hammer like that East Wing. Anyhow, cutting a little more of that extra caulking off and getting these off so we can start freeing that door frame up. Thank y'all. Alright y'all, here's how we're looking so far. We're down to the pre-hung frame. Not seeing a lot of rot yet, but we got to take this off to really find out. So we'll be getting whatever screws are left out of here, cutting the brick mold, and starting to take the door out. So y'all bear with me. Right now, got the brick molding off, and you can see what's behind door number 1, which is just more junk. Look at that right there. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, we're gonna be peeling this thing off here in just a second. Y'all stay tuned. It's coming right along. All right, y'all, the door frame is off. And got her laying in the yard over yonder. I was checking everything, of course, after I cleaned it up, and this side looks pretty good. I can tell it's got a little moisture to it before, but I don't see any deep rot, so I think we can work with it. This side, however, has got a bit of an issue, but I don't think it's as bad as it looks. We're gonna do a little investigating here and see if I need to scab off of this board, but that's why I got them 2x4s right yonder for just that thing. So stick around, we'll see what we can do. Alright, now here I start working on my little piece that I'm scabbing off of, and fortunately enough, the piece that was in there had already been scabbed off before, and that was the only portion that was rotten. So I cut me off about a 3-inch piece, drilled me some pilot holes a little bigger than the screw so they'd slide right in and lock into that base plate board behind it, and commenced to putting it in. So after I got it in, I noticed it really wasn't fitting quite how I liked, so I figured I would pry it out and try again, and that happened. So best laid plans don't always work out. So I cut another one, no big deal, shaved that board off a little better so it fit in there, and if that's the only setback I have, then this ain't going too terribly bad. Will it be? Stay tuned to find out. Well, after getting the door dry fitted, it was time to start hammering it into the frame, and man, it was a tight fit. That frame wasn't perfectly square, as is the case in most houses, so I had to do a good bit of finagling to get things right. But here shortly, my parents showed up to kind of watch and help as much as they could, but I needed as much of my dad's advice as I could get on this one, because sometimes Dad's shop needs a little of Dad's help. Anyhow, you'll see them pop up here and there, but that's about all we got done for this video. But stay tuned, because on the next episode of Dad's Shop, I'll be finishing her up. I appreciate y'all, and see you in the next video.